Hey beautiful people, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you're here for the very first time. My name is Uyera, and let's get right into today's video. For today's video, I will be giving you guys a couple of reasons why we as kids don't feel as comfortable talking to our parents about certain things, why our relationships might not be as strong, why it's not easy to communicate with our parents. So the first reason that I thought of when I was thinking what are the reasons that make it hard for us to communicate with our parents, and that is our parents are reserved. So with that being said, a lot of things are considered, touchy or taboo, and in our homes we have this habit of not going to our parents for certain things. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm just saying that it makes it harder for you to say certain things to your parents because you already know their reaction. I don't even need to explain that because if you're here and you're a real one, you know. Why am I smiling? This is not funny. The second reason why I believe that it's not easy for us kids to communicate with our parents, and that's because I don't know why I'm saying because, and that's because it's in our culture. What do I mean by it's in our culture? Okay, so in our culture, it really goes back to respect. Like, there are certain things that you can say that's not considered respectful. So you can bring up certain topics to your parents that's, like I said, taboo or touchy. You can't bring them up without being like, oh, this is disrespectful. How can you say this to me? How can you talk to me about this? That's pretty, it's a hard one, but. And another reason why it's not easy to say certain things to our parents or just talk to them overall, oh my gosh, and that is because I have to stop doing that. That is another reason why I feel like it's not easy to communicate with them, and that is because of our culture. Because basically our cultures justify our parents not really showing any affection or a certain attention, to answer your questions or just to listen to you. It's not really in our cultures, so that is why. And it might also be because certain things are considered not good to talk about, so they're just gonna be like, don't do it, don't do that, and that's it. That's basically the talk you get. You don't get any options, you don't get really any further explanation. Which leads to another reason that I thought of, and that is because our parents usually tell us, because I said so. When you're trying to voice your opinion or defend yourself or something like that, and your parents will just tell you, no, you can't do that. And even if you're trying to say like, why can't I? Because I said so. Another reason why I think it's not easy to communicate with our parents, it is because of their jobs. What do I mean by that? I'm very grateful for everything our parents do for us. Okay, let's start with that. I appreciate everything, but what I mean by it's not easy to communicate with our parents because of their jobs. It's not because their jobs is literally taking them away from us, No, that is not what I mean. What I mean is that you might be, a little excited for your mom or your dad to come home, and you're like, oh, I'm so happy, I'm gonna tell them this, I'm gonna tell them that. But they might come home mad at something or someone, or they're frustrated or whatever it is, and they usually take down their angers on their kids. I don't know if that makes sense. You know, it's like somebody upset them at work, whether it's their boss or their colleagues, and they come home. As soon as you see one little thing, you get yelled at. And a lot of the time that this actually happened to me personally, and sometimes I even wanted to say something good or positive to my mom or my dad, and they will come home all mad, yelling from a far distance. You can hear them from the car that they're already in a bad mood, and it really sucks because when they come home, even if you guys are happy or something, they're gonna ruin the mood. That's the first thing. They're gonna come in, it's gonna be like all quiet, like, comme on dit en français, chacun va dans son coin, everybody's, you know, going places. I mean, and everybody's, you know, going, hiding somewhere so that, you know, you're not gonna be the next one to get yelled at. And it really sucks. It does. I'm not laughing because it's funny, just painful memories, yay. But I think that's a major reason why it's really hard to talk to one of your parents, because they're already coming, you know, from work mad. I know we can't really blame it on that, but I think it plays a major role, because you understand, you would really understand this if you grew up in an African household. You really would, you would. And another thing that I thought of, that it's not random, it's a fact. And that is another thing that I thought of. I know I say another a lot in this video, but it's okay. Another reason that I thought of was that we are scared of our parents. I'm not saying necessarily right now, but I'm just saying that we grow up being afraid of our moms or our dads. And you know, when you're afraid of your parents, you're not gonna go to them and ask them certain things because you know they're already gonna be mad at you or yell at you or something. So you just give it to yourself. And that's probably why a lot of kids end up asking their friends for advice, and it's a whole mess because their friends don't know what they're doing. So they're just gonna end up in trouble. Maybe not all of the time. And I personally think that's a big reason why kids go ask their friends for advice. It's because they can't really do that with their parents because they're scared of their parents. They're afraid of them. So they can't ask them certain questions, you know, out of fear. Honestly, this whole reasons why it's not easy to communicate with our parents leads to a topic that's really serious and something that I would like to make a video on, but you'll have to wait for that and come back to my channel and see it next week. So yeah, I will be posting that video next Monday. So I'm gonna be talking about the whole violence in an African, not necessarily an African household, but violence in a home. So I was thinking about the whole lack of communication, and I realized that violence, like the lack of communication between your parents, can justify violence going on for a long period of time, like violence on kids. So I figured I would just make a whole video on that because it is a quite serious topic. So come back next Monday if you want to see that video. So stay tuned for that one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.